Make sure. So, I'm gonna read the English, you gonna read English. But you want, I can do it for you now. It ain't no sweat. Put no pressure in it. I got you. I'm just doing all this shit on myself. All this. We used to doing all this on myself. So. All right, shalom. This is Isupk Yahweh, Isupk, this is Isupk Florida Sabbath service. With that, I'm gonna say, Majum, Wahapun Yahapudum. We're gonna stand up. You want to stand up and face the east. We'll start out with the Lord's Prayer.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw.
Abanaw.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malakutka.
Malakuka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Ratazayaka.
Ratzagayah.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Baharataza.
Baharataza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashemayim.
Bashemayim.
Nathanlanaw.
Lathanaw.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Cow.
Cow.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalakanaw.
Wasalakanaw.
Kawabathanaw.
Kawawathanaw.
Kasalakanaw.
Kasalakanaw.
Kawabathanaw.
Kawawathanaw.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabayayanaw.
Tabayayanaw.
Banasaya 1.
Banasai 1.
Abal.
Habal.
Hawashayanaw.
Hayashayanaw.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Rad.
Rad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Waha'ala.
Waha'ala.
Wathaparas.
Wathapar.
La'awalamyam.
La'awalamyam.
Aman.
Amen. All right, in English. We repeat it in English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come,
Thy kingdom
thy
come,
will be done in earth,
thy will be done in earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily
our
bread,
daily bread.
and forgive us our debts,
Forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors,
as we forgive our debtors.
and lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the
For
kingdom,
thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shah,
Yahweh Shad,
Baba Kashah,
Baba Kashah,
Nathanlanaw,
Lathanaw,
Hakak,
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 Larpa'ah,
Larpa'ah,
Kal Makala,
Kal Makala,
Wakal Marawa,
Makal Madawa,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Latahar,
Latzahar,
Hamatazariah,
Hamatazariah,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Lahaquayim,
Lahaquan,
Hamathiam,
Hamathiam,
Hakak,
Hakak,
Arakawath,
Arakarth,
Hatama'ala,
Hatama'ala,
Lagar Shan,
Lagarshan,
Ba'ashem Hawashah,
Bahashem Yahushua,
the water Aman.
the water, amen. All right, in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
in the name of Yahweh Shah,
please give us the power
please give us the power
to heal
the power to heal
all manner of sickness
all manner of sickness
and all manner of disease,
and all manner of disease,
the power to cleanse the lepers,
power to cleanse the
the
lepers,
power to raise the dead,
power to raise the dead,
the power against unclean spirits,
power against unclean spirits,
to cast them
to
out.
cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shah,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. The blessing in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh,
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah,
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka'ala,
Wa Makayala.
Wa Alahayim,
Wa Alahayim.
Matazabiyah,
Matazabiyah.
Alawap Yahana,
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapian,
Ha Alawap.
Ha Saranyam,
Ha Saranyam.
Ha Kodazayanyam,
Ha Kwazayanyam.
Ha Kayayanyam,
Ha Kakayayam.
Wa Aquatium.
Wa Ha Akwathi. That's it.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Bahashem Yahweh Shah,
Bahashem Yahweh Shai.
the water Aman.
The water, amen. Okay, in the English, it's bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Yahweh Shah.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding General Yohanan.
Commanding General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Aisha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Al-Haharian.
Al-Aharian.
Mayan.
Mayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Isariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayim.
Waharataza.
Waharataza.
Al-Yathan.
Al-Yathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Regalka.
Regalka.
Al-Yanawam.
Al-Yanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hanala'ah.
Hanala'ah.
Salaki. Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yasha'Allah.
Yasha'Allah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyanka.
Yamyaka.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakayaka.
Yakal. Kakalka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayallah.
Balayallah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamarka.
Yashamarka.
Makal Rai.
Makal Rai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Afnapashka.
Ashnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'aka.
Taza'afka.
Wabawaka.
Wabawa'afka.
Ma'itha.
Mai.
Wa'ai.
Why?
Awallah.
I will love. In the English, I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
I will lift up my eyes into the hills.
From whence cometh forth my help?
From whence cometh forth my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help cometh from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel
he that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun is slacking. The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam. Alahayam.
Alahai,
Al-Damayah.
Al-Damayah,
Laka.
Laka,
Al-Thakarash.
Al-Thakarash,
Wa'al.
Wa'al,
Tashakwat.
Dashakwat,
Al.
Al,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Hana.
Hana,
Awabyaka.
Awamyaka,
Yahamam.
Yahama Yawam,
Yahama. Yawan.
Yahama Yawam, Yahama Yawan,
What? Wama.
Wama Shanayaka,
Wama Shanayaka.
Wama Shanayaka,
Nashawa.
Nasha Awa,
Nashawa.
Nasha Awa,
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash,
Al-Imaka.
Al-Imaka,
Ya'ariyamwa.
Yahweh
Sawada.
Sawad.
Yes,
That's what?
Why
Wa, Ya,
Wayata Tazawa.
Yahweh the Why Tazawa,
Al Tazapawanyaka.
Al Tazapawanyaka,
Amarwa.
Amara,
Lakawa.
Lako,
Wanakakadam.
Wanakaki,
Magalia.
Magalia,
Wala'a.
Wala'ah,
Yazakar.
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala.
Shem Yasharala,
Awada.
Iwad,
Kaya.
Kaya,
Nawai Tazawa.
Noah Tazawa,
La.
La,
Yakadwa.
Yakad,
Alyaka.
Alika,
Baryath.
Baryath,
Yakarathwa.
Yakarathwa,
Ahoya.
Ahoya,
Adawam.
Adawam,
Wayashamai Alayam.
Wayashima Alam,
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba,
Wahagariam.
Wahagari,
Gabal.
Gabal,
Wa'amawan.
Wa'amawan,
Wa'amalak.
Wa'amalat,
Palashath.
Palashath,
Am Yeshabia.
Yeshabia,
Tazawar.
Tazawar,
Gam Ashawar.
Gamashawar,
Nalawat,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Aim,
Hayawab,
Hayiwa,
Zerai,
Zarawa,
Labunya, Lawat,
Labanya Lawat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Aisha Lahum,
Kamadian,
Kamadian, Kasa, Yasara'a,
Kasa Yara'a,
Kasa Yara'a,
Kayabian,
Kayabian,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kwayashawan,
Kwawashuan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
Bayan,
Ba'ayan,
the Arab,
Da'ara,
Hayawa,
Hayiwa,
Daman,
Dama,
La Dama,
Lahadama,
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 Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Nada Yamawa,
Nadayamawa,
Kairab,
Kairab,
Wakazahaba,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakazabak,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakatazalmanar,
Wakataza Manat,
Kal Nasia Kama,
Kainashi Kamu,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amora,
Nayarashah,
Nayurasha,
Lanawa,
Nalawa,
Ath,
Ath,
Naawath,
Naawath,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagago,
Kakwash,
Kakash,
Lapanya, Rakah, Salaki,
Falahut. You want Kakash? Slaki. Lapanya Raka, my bad, Slaki.
Kaash,
Kaash,
Daba,
Daba Ira,
Daba Ira Yaira,
Daba Ira Ya Ira,
Wakalahaba,
Wakalaba,
Talahat,
Dalahut,
Harayam,
Hariyam,
Khan,
Khan,
Daradapma,
Daradapma,
Basa Irika,
Basa Ira,
What?
Waba Sawapathka,
Wabasawapathka,
Waba Sawapathka,
Daba Halam,
Thaba Halum,
Malaha,
Malaha,
Panyaham,
Panyahum,
Kualawan,
Kualawan,
Wayabakwashwa,
Wayabakwash,
Shemka,
Shemka,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Wayabashwa,
Wayabash,
Wayabahoya,
Wayabahol,
Ayai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakapara,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabawa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wayadaiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Atha,
Atha,
Shemka,
Shemtha,
Yahawa,
Yahweh,
Labadika,
Labaka,
Ayawan,
Aliwan,
Al,
Al,
Cow,
Cow,
Harataza.
Aratazar. Again, this Psalms 83 in the English. Again, just repeat after me. Keep not thy silence, O God,
Keep not thy silence, O God,
and hold not thy peace,
and hold not thy peace,
and be not still, O God.
and be not still, O God.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thy enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the heads.
They have taken crafty counsel
They
against
have-
thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more remembrance.
may be no more
For
remembrance.
they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They have confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the
the
Philistines,
inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Ashur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
and the brook of Kison,
at the brook of Kison,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They have became as dung for the earth.
They have become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a rib,
Make their nobles like a rib,
and like Zael.
and like Zael.
Yea,
Yea,
all their prince,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Zabah,
and as Zamunah,
and as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take our houses, let us take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
let us take to ourselves the houses of God a possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as stumble before the wind,
as the stone before the wind,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with thy tempest,
and make them afraid with thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their face with shame,
that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
Let them be confounded
Let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish.
and
That
perish,
the men that men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone
that thou, whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
And with that, we're gonna say Yeshavim, which means be seated. And I think we left off on Samuel's chapter 1. I mean, second, Salaki, everybody. First thing, I should say.
Okay, let's start at Judges. Alright, Judges chapter 1. And then if we all, and then get up on there, so if you want to start at Judges. So whenever you're ready,
Start from the top.
yeah, we'll start from Judges chapter 1, verse 1.
It's the book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 1 in the Hebrew. Wayahaya. It's like Akharaya. Mawath. Yahawashai.
Okay.
Wayasha'alwa. Banaya. Yasharala. Bayahawa. Lamar. Maya. Ya'ala. Lanawa. Al. Hakanaya. Bathakala. Lahalakam. Bawa, verse 2. Wayamar. Yahweh. Yahawada. Ya'ala. Hana. Nathathaya. Ath. Harataza. Bayadwa, verse 3. Wayamar. Yahawada. Lashamaywan. Come, verse 3.
Amar Yahweh. Yahweh. Allah. Okay, I got you.
Akayawa. Alaya. Afiya. Bagawa Relaya. Wana Lakama. Bakana Ainaya. Wahalakathaya. Gum. Anaya. Athak. Bagawaralak. Wait, so like Wayalak. Athawa. Shema Iwan. Verse 4. Waya'al. Yahawada. Wayathan, Yahawah, Ath. Hakananaya.
Canada.
It's like so.
Yeah, that's you said it right. That's Canada.
Okay, come. Okay, come. That makes sense. What her parts of ya? What her parts of ya? But you dumb. Where you kawam? Bubba's Zakwa. Okay, go. I Sharath. Alapayum. Ayash, verse 5. Where your mataza one. It's like it. Where your mataza awa. Ath. I didn't. It's like it. I done a ya. Pazakwa. Baba Zakwa. Where your Lockmore. Where your Lockmore.
Wa ya. That's what ya.
It's like you said what?
Wa ya.
Where your Lockmore. It's like where your Lockmore. But what? Where your Kawa. Ath. Hakananaya. Wa'ath. Haparazah. Verse 6. Where your nas. Adanaya. Bazakwa. Where your redap. It's like it. Where your redapwa. It's like it. Akarayawa. Where your chazawa. Athawa. Where your quad tazawa. Ath. Bahanawath. Yadayawa. Rawagala Yawa. Verse 7. Waya Amar. It's like it. Adanaya. Bazakwa.
So when you say that, that's Abanaya. Basa.
So like so.
So that's a name.
Okay.
Adanya Bazak.
Okay.
Zek in the English. But they separated, so you'll know like that's the first part. So you kind of say it together. So a little pause.
Adanaya Bazak.
Yeah.
Okay, come through one. Adanaya Bazak. it's like it. Shabbat.
Shabai.
It's a lie. Shabbayam. Malakayam. Bahanawath. Yada Yahum. Rawagala Layahum. Okay, come. What? Which one is that?
Well, you on the second one now.
Come on. Okay. Say it again. Makwa Taza Yum. Okay, come on. The word. Hayawa. Malakwata Yum. Thakath. It's like Thakath. Shalakaniya. Ka'ashar.
Yep.
Aisha Yathia. Khan. Shalom.
See, I know you know that one.
So
I know you know that one. Good job, man.
Laya. Alahayam. Waya Baya Ahawa. Wawa Rashalom. Waya Moth. Shum.
All right, in the English. Go ahead, read that in the English. Read that right there.
The book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 1 in English. Now after the death of Joshua came to pass, that the children of Israel asked the Lord, saying, who shall go up for us against the Canaanites first, to fight against them? Verse 2, and the Lord said, Judah shall go up. Behold, I have delivered the land into his hand. And Judah said, verse 3, and Judah said unto Simeon his brother, come up with me into my lot, that we may fight against the Canaanites, and likewise will go with thee unto thy lot. So Simeon went with him. Verse 4, and Judah went up, and the Lord delivered the Canaanites and the Perizzites into their hands, and they slew of them in Bezek 10,000 men. Verse 5, and they found Adonai Zebek in Zebek, and they fought against him, and they slew the Canaanites and the Perizzites. Verse 6, but Adonai Zebek fled.
Right, real quick. Like, this is us, you know, we worship our power. You know what I'm saying? That's what you gotta understand. We slewing people. Today we the ones that get, you know, killed, murdered, slew. You know, we the ones running. You know what I'm saying? And this time, when we keep the laws, statutes, and commandments, when we have strong leadership, which is something that black and brown people, like, we don't understand that today. We don't understand the leadership has everything to do. I hate to use that term, so like the leadership with the my man, when you have a good man in authority, a man of God in authority, you know what I'm saying, you live better. You eat better. You don't have to worry about, the other nations. It's easier to live when you know that the person who's calling the shots has your best interest.
Right.
You can live your life. You don't have to worry about, riding down the street and something crazy happened. Because you know that all the men who are put in power were put in power by a man who wants to do what the Lord want him to do. You know what I'm saying? That's something that we have to understand. Because if not, you'll have Louis Farrakhan as your leader. You'll have Martin Luther King as your leader. You'll vote for Joe Biden when you don't understand this. When you think that anybody can be your leader, any nation can be your leader. You'll do something stupid like vote for Joe Biden or Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? Not understanding that the Lord don't want you voting anyway.
Right.
The Lord has picked the leaders who he wants over his people, and that's where you get your salvation. That's where you get your rest from. When those men are in power. You know what I'm saying? Those men who have chosen to pick and do the right thing all the time. All right? When that happens, this is what we do. We chase people away. We are no longer the chase. We do the chasing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, go ahead.
Verse 6. But Adonai-Zebek fled, and they pursued after him, and they caught him, and cut off his thumbs and his great toes. And Adonai-Zebek said, 70 kings, having their thumbs and their great toes cut off, gathered their meat under my table, as I have done. So the Most High hath required me, has requited me. And they brought him to Jerusalem, and there he died.
All right, so, there you go. That's us when, we powerful, when we dealing with the Most High. Of course, in this time, we lost Joshua, but we still operating like the Lord wants us to operate. You know what I'm saying? So, what we at, 7 or 8, right?
Verse 8, come on,
So you want to keep going, or you want to
come.
All right, keep going.
The book of 1 Samuel chapter 1 verse 8 in the Hebrew. Wayalak Moa Banaya Bahawada Yahawada Salakia. Boyer Shalom.
That's Jerusalem.
Kind
So it's Ba, y'all. It's Ba, y'all. Like it's the Ba first, and Jerusalem. So, but they got it so jammed together you can't see it. You can't see it.
So it's by your Rashalam.
Yeah.
By your Rashalam. Wayalakad. Wayalakadwa. Awatha. Wayakawa. Lapaya. Kharab. Wa'ath. Ha'ayara. So like ha'ayar. Shalakawa. Ba'ash, verse 9. Wa'akar, Yeradawa, Banaya, Yahawada, Lahalakam, Bakana Ainaya, Yawashab, Hahar, Wahanagab, Wahashapala, verse 10. Wayalak, Yahawada, Al, Hakana Ainaya, Hayawashab, Bakabarawan, Washam, Kabarawa, Kabarawan, Lapanayam, Lapanium, Quarayath, Arabai, Wayakawa, Ath, Sheshaya, Wayath, Akayaman, Wayath, Thalamaya, verse 11. Wayalak, Masham, Al, Yerushabia, Wayar, Rashab, Rasham, Washam, Dabayar, Lapayam, Quarayath, Sapar, verse 12. Waya Amar, Kalab, Ashar, Yakah, Ath, Quarayath, Sapar, Walakada, Wanathataya, Lawa, Ath, Ikasa, Bathaya, Lasha, verse 13. Wayalakada, Athanaya, Athanaya Ya'al, Bun, Quanaz, Akaya, Akaya. That's a tough. Kalab. Caleb. It's a lot.
It was Kalab.
Kalab.
Caleb.
I'm
In
tweaking.
English.
Alright. Hakwatan. Mama Nawa. Wayathan. Lawa. Af. Ikasa. Bathawa. La Shah. Verse 14. Wayahaya. Baba Wa'a. What the Slayer. What the Thahawa. What the Thahawa. Lashawa. Slayer. Ma'af. Abaya. Hashada. What the Slayer. What the Tazanach. Ma'al. Hakamawara. Wayamar. La. Kalab. Ma. Lock.
Alright,
Book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 8 in the English. Now the children of Judah had fought against Jerusalem and had taken it and smitten it with the edge of the sword, and the city and set the city on fire. Verse 9. And afterward the children of Judah went down to fight against the Canaanites that dwelt in the mountains and in the south and in the valleys. Verse 10. And Judah went against the Canaanites that dwelt in Haran. That dwelt in Hebron. Now the name Hebron before was Kirjath. Oh, good name. Kirjath or Ba. And they slew.
Shisha.
And they slew Shisha and Ahaman, Ahiman, and Talmai. Verse 11. And from thence he went against the inhabitants of Debir. And the name of Debir before was Kirjath Sephir. Verse 12. And Caleb said, He that smiteth Kirjath Sephir and taketh it, to him will I give Akasa, my daughter to wife. Verse 13. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother, took it, and he gave him Akashah, his daughter, to wife. Verse 14. And it came to pass, when she came to him, that she moved him to ask her father afield, and she lightened from off his
He just had his.
So like and she like and she lighted from off her ass. And Caleb said unto her, what wilt thou?
Alright, count. Alright, 15. You want me to take over with?
If you could.
I try. Let's see what we get. 15, right?
Come.
That's 30. Alright. Without Mar, Lana, Haba, Laya, Barka, Kaya, Aratuza, Ha, Nagad, Natha, Slagi, Nathabia, Wab. Why does it look like a no? Wanathna, Laya, Gauth, Mayim, Wayasan, Laha, Kalub, Asa, Galath, Ailayat, Wasa, Galath, Sayas, Wabaniya, Wanaya, Kasan, Musha, Ailawa, Mayath, My Ayar, Ha Sama Samarathium, Asa, Baya, Baniya, Yahawada, Madabar, Yahawada, Ashar, Banagad, Banagad, Irad, Wayala, Wa Yashab, Ath, Ha'ain, Wayala Yahawada, Asa, Shamayawan, Akayan, Kawa, Wayakwa, Asa, Kananya, Wayashab, Tazapath, Karath, Yamwa, Karath Yamwa, Awathya, Kwarwaya, Ath, Sham, Ha Ayar, Karama, Wayakad, Yahweh, Ath, Isaac, Wa'ath,
Gab. Is that a D? Gab. That's a B. Gabu Wallah. Wa'ath. Ashaqalawan. Ashaqalawan. Wa'ath. Gabu Wallah. Wa'ath. Iqwa, it's like Iqwawan. Wa'ath. Gabu, it's like Wabawala. Well, let's start at feet. Wahaya. Wahaya. Yahweh. Al. Yahweh. Waya Rash. Waya Rash. Ath. Hahar. Kayab. La'ah. What? It's like it's hard. La Haryash Atha Yashabya Ha Imak Kaya Rakab Barazal Lahum Wayatha. Well, it's like Wayath Nawat. La Kalab Atha Kabawan Kashar Debar Mashah. Why it's like Wa Yo it's like Why Yarash Masha Ath Walasha Bayana yeah. Ha I knock Anqua Wa Atha Ha Yab Was Salaki. Haba Wasaya Saya Salaki. Yashab Yara Wa Shalom La'a Hawa Rayashwa Banaya Bana Yaman Wayashab Ha good name Haya Bawash Wasiya Atha Baniya Bana Yaman Yana it's like Baya Shalom I Hayawam Hazah verse 22 in English.
Go ahead.
Book of Judges chapter 1 verse 15 in the English. And she said unto him, Give me a blessing, for thou hast given me a south land. Give me also springs of water. And Caleb gave her the upper springs and the nether springs. Verse 16. And the children of Kenite, Moses' father-in-law, went up out of the city of palm trees with the children of Judah into the wilderness of Judah, which lieth in the south of Arad, which lieth in the south of Arad. And they went and dwelt among the people. Verse 17. And Judah went with Simeon his brother, and they slew the Canaanites that inhabited Zepheth, and utterly destroyed it. And the name of the city was called Harmah. Verse 18. Also Judah took Gaza with the coast thereof, and Ashkelon with the coast thereof, and Ekron with the coast thereof. Verse 19. And the Lord said with Judah, and the Lord was with Judah, and he drove out the inhabitants of the mountains, but could not drive out the inhabitants of the valley, because they had chariots of iron. Verse 20. And they gave Hebron unto Caleb, and Moses said, and Moses said, and he expelled thence the 3 sons of Anak. Verse 21. And the children of Benjamin did not drive out the Jebusites that inhabited Jerusalem, but the Jebusites dwelled with the children of Benjamin in Jerusalem unto this day.
Verse 22, right?
Come on.
You want me to go or you want me to go? Go again.
Listen, do you have to pick it up?
Alright, go ahead. Then I get the next two.
All right, come on. Book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 22 in the Hebrew. Waya Wala Ilaya, Wala Ilawa. Bayath, Yowasak, Gum, Hum, Bayath, Al, Yahweh, Wa Yahweh. I'm good night. Verse 23. Wayatha Yorawa. Bayath. Yo, what's up? Babayath. Al. Washam. Hayar. Lapunyam. Verse 24. Wayarawa. Hashamarayam. Hashamarayam. Ayash. Yawataza. Man. Ha'ayar. Waya Salakia. Waya Amarwa. Lawa. Haro Salakia. Hara Salakia. Hara Anawa. Nah. Af. Mabawa Salakia. Mabawa. Ha'ayar. Wa'ashaya Nawa. Wa'ashaya Nawa. Imak. Kasada. Verse 15. It's like verse 25. Waya Rayam. Ath. Mabawa. Mabawa. Ha'ayar. Waya Kawa. Ath. Ha'ayar. Lapaya. Karab. Wa'ath. Hayash. Wa'ath. Call. Mashapakafiwa. Shalak, Shalakwa. Verse 26. Wayalak. Hayash. Arataza. Hakathayam.
Hittites.
Okay, kind of. Wayaban. Ayar. Wayakwara. Shema. Lawaz. Hawa. Shema. Aid. Hayawam. Hazah. Verse 27. Wala'ah. Good night. Hawarayash. Manashah. Ath. Bayath. Sha'an. Wa'ath. Banawathia. Wayath. Watha. Tha'inad. Wa'ath. Banathaya. Wa'ath. Yashab. Dawara. Wa'ath. Night. Okay, this is what I did. Banathaya. Wa'ath. Yashab. Dawara, Wa'ath, but not the. Okay, nice, like it.
No sweat. Yeah,
Keep getting this name mess me up. Okay, here we go. Wa'ath, Yawashabat, it's like it. Yawashabaya, Magadwa, Wa'ath, Bana, it's like it. Bana what? Banatha ya. Waya wa. It's like it. Waya wa all. Hakana ainaya. Lasha good night. Lashabath. Barataza. Hazaath. Verse 28. Wayahaya. Kaya. Kazakwa. Yasha Allah. Wayasham. Ath. Hakana ainaya. Lamama. Wahara, like it. Wahawarayash.
Yes, right.
La'a. Hawara Yashawa. Good night.
28. Yeah, I got two. 28. Was it 14? 15.
15. Come on. What's like, what is 20, 22?
22.
Come on. Book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 22 in English. And the house of Joseph, they also went up against Bethel, and the Lord was with them. And the house of Joseph sent to describe Bethel. Now the name of the city before was Luz. Verse 24. And the spies saw a man come forth out of the city, and they said unto him, shew us, we pray thee, the entrance of this into the city, and we will shew thee mercy. Verse 25. And when he shewed them the entrance into the city, they smote the city with the edge of the sword, but they let go the men and all his family. Verse 26. And the men went into the land of the Hittites and built a city and called it the name thereof Luz, which is the name thereof to this day. Verse 27. Neither did Manasseh drive out the inhabitants of Bethshan and her towns, nor Tanakh and her towns, nor the inhabitants of Dor and her towns, nor the inhabitants of Ibalim and her towns, nor the inhabitants of Megiddo and her towns, but the Canaanites would dwell in that land. It's like verse 28. Verse 28. And it came to pass, when Israel was strong, that they put the Canaanites to tribute and did not utterly drive them out.
God. So once again, as you see, we always got to come together and do something that the Lord don't want us to do.
For some reason.
You know what I'm saying? Like what we do today is, you know, a lot of times you come in the truth and you think we doing something different. We was making tributes to heathen nations in a time when the Lord didn't give us commandments to make no tribute or no partnership, no league. You know, the Lord was like, take that land and then that was it. You know what I'm saying? So follow orders.
Yeah,
It's what we have to learn to do as a nation. All right, it was 28. All right, in the Hebrew, verse 29, like wa apari la'a hara slaki hawayash asa slaki ath ha kananya ha ya washab Gazar wa Yeshab ha Kananya ba Kwabar ba Gazar Zawalat La'a ha Washab Ath wa Yeshabu Kwata wa War wa Atha wa Yeshabu Na Hala Na Hala, it's like wa Yeshab Ha Kananya Ba Karabwa wa Ya, it's like wa Hayawa Las Masa Ashar La'a Harawa Ash Asa Yashab Ya Aikawa Wa'ath Ya Slaki Yawash I think that's what is that? Slaki White Ya Wa Slaki Yawash Ishabia Taza Yad Taza Ya Wana Wa Atha Akalab wa Atha Akazayab wa Atha Kalab wa Atha Ha Payak wa Atha Rakab Ya no wa Yeshab Ha Asherayab Ba Korab wa Kananya Yashabia Ha Harataza Kaya La'a Hawa Ra Yashwa Napath Slaki Napathlaya La'a
Harashia, Al, Shabia, Bayath, Shamash, Wa'atha, Yashabia, Bayath, Ainath, Waislaki, Wayishab, Bakwarab, Hakanya, Yashabia, Harataza, Wayashabwa, Bayath, Shamash, Wabathia, Ainath, Ayuwa, Lahma, La Sama, no, La Masa, 34. Wa Salaki. Wa Ya Wa Wa Ya La Katazawa, Ha Amarya, Asa, Banya, Dana, Ha Hara'a, Kaya, Laha, Na Nawab, La Rabath, Lai Amat, Waya Waya Wa Allah, Ha Amaria, La Shabbath, Bahar, Karasa, Ba'a Yalana. Wa Bash Ilabium, Wa Kabad, Yad, Bayath, Yawasa, Waya Hayuwa, Lamasa, Wagadal, Gawad Salaki, Wagawal, Ha Amaria, Ma'ila, Ha Quarbanya, Ha Salai, Mahasai, Wama Aila.
In English, like, huh? No, no, I was about to. Yeah.
The book of Judges, chapter 1, verse 28 in the English. And it came to pass when, it's like verse 29 in the English, neither did Ephraim drive out the Canaanites that dwelled in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelled in Gezer among them. Verse 30, neither did Zebulun drive out the inhabitants of Kitron, nor the inhabitants of Nahalal, but the Canaanites dwelled among them and became tributaries. Verse 31, neither did Asher drive out the inhabitants of Akko, nor the inhabitants of Zidon, nor of Alad, it's like of Alab, nor of Akazib, nor of it's like of Helba, nor of Zephik, nor of Rahab. Verse 32. But the Asherites dwelled among the Canaanites and the inhabitants of the land, for they did not drive them out. Neither did Naphtali drive out the inhabitants of Beth Shemesh, nor the inhabitants of Beth Anath, but they dwelled among the Canaanites, the inhabitants of the land. Nevertheless, the inhabitants of Beth Shemesh and of Beth Anath became tributaries unto them. Verse 34. And the Amorites forced the children of Dan into the mountains, for they would not suffer them to come down into the valley. It's like to come down to the valley. But the Amorites would dwell in Mount Heres. It's like in Mount Heres, in Aijalon, and in Sha'al-bin. Yet the hand of the house of Joseph prevailed, so that they became tributaries. Verse 36. And the coast of the Amorites was from the going up of it's like it, Akarabim,
Yeah.
from the rock and upward.
So we on chapter 2.
Come.
Why? Okay, chapter 2, Slaki. Why? Why Ya'il? Mala'ah. Is that a king? Mala'ah.
Nah, that's a dust.
That's an S?
It's a dust.
What you got in your
Mala'ad.
Mala'ah. Oh, it's different. Mala'ah. Yahweh. Manah. Kagalgo. Al. Habakayim. God. Why Amar? Oh, okay. Why Amar? Ha. Ilah. Sakum. Ma Taza Rayum. Wa. Baya'a. Askum. Al. Harataza. Ashar. Nasha Bayatha. Nasha Baythaya. La Abathika. Wa Amar. La'a. Apar. Baya Yaswa. Asakam. Iwalayum. Wa Asum. Ow. Sa Karas. What? Bariyath.
Slaki. Slaki. Laya wa Shabia. I don't know what I'm saying. Ha Aratiza. Haza Ath. Mazab Kawath Yahum. Tha Taza Wan. La. Slaki. Wala'a. Shamaithum. Shamaithum. Bakwalaya. Ma. Za'ath. Aishayathum. Wadam. Hamar. Slaki. Hamarathia. La'a. Agarash. Ha or A. Rathim. Maga. Let me see. Maya Nayakam. Wa Hayawa. Laka. La Taza Dayam. Wa Alayam. Yawa. Lakam. La it's like Lama Wakwash. Waya Wahaya. It's like Ka. It's like Ka the bar. Okay. Mala Ha. Is that an N or a K in yours?
It's a K.
Okay. Mala Aka Yahweh Atha Ha the Baryum Ka Allah. It's like Ha. It's like Ka Hala Al Kaya Bani Yasha Allah Waya Sha'awa Hayam Ata Kwawa Lum Waya Bakawa Waya Kwa Ara Shim Ha Kwa. It's like Hama Kwawum Ha Hawa. It's like Bayakam Waya. It's like Waya Za Kawa Shum La Yahweh Waya it's like Waya Shalak Ya Yaha. Yahweh shot, right? Okay. It's a little weird on here, so like, yeah. I'm saying, I know that shot. Yahweh shot. Afa. Hayim. Waya. La. Kawa. Ba Naya. Yasha Allah. Hayash. Lana. Kalathwa. La Ra. It's like La Rash. La Rashath. La Rashath. Atha, Haratiza, Abadwa, Ha'aim, Ha'aim, Ath, Yahweh, Kal, Yamaya, Yahusha, Wakal, Yamaya, Hazak, Nayim, Ashar, Ha, Arya, Aroslaki, Arya, Yakamwa, Yamiyum, Akaria, Yahweh Ashar, Ra Awa, Atha, Kal, Ma Aisha, Yahweh, Hagab, Gadwal, Ashar, Aisha, La Yasharala.
8. Okay.
The book of Judges, chapter 2, verses 1 in the English. And an angel of the Lord came up from Gilgal to Bochim and said, I made you go up out of Egypt, and have brought you unto the land which I swear unto your fathers. And I said, I will never break my covenant with you. Verse 2. And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye shall not obey my voice. Why have ye done this?
Slack, you read that again.
Con. Verse 2. And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land.
No league. No league. What did Martin Luther King do? Made a league.
Right.
What did Malcolm X do? Made a league. You know, what's another leader that black people love? Jesse Jackson.
Right.
Made a league. Nasty Nate of IUIC made a league with the cops.
Right.
Which is your oppressor. Fake Israelite groups. They make leagues with heathen nations. They not following the scriptures. Read that again. Good.
And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land.
And the inhabitants of the land you in right now, we are to not make a league with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Why do you think the Most High would say that? Like, why do you think the Lord said, do not make a league? Good. Give me the definition of league.
Con.
Good. Help the people out.
League.
Go ahead.
Root Strong's 8:1262. Covenant, alliance,
Say it again.
covenant, alliance,
Go ahead.
pledge
Pledging. Go ahead. Fraternity.
between men.
Between men. This is why we are in captivity.
Right.
Because we want to make leagues and come together and get alliances. And guess what? Your baby gonna want to celebrate their birthday. Your baby gonna want to celebrate Christmas. Why? Because the people you in the league with celebrate Christmas, and they're gonna go to their friend's house and eat dinner, and then and they're going to find out what a birthday is.
Right.
You ain't supposed to know what a birthday is.
Right.
You ain't supposed to know what Christmas is. You ain't supposed to know all this stuff that you know now. That's because we doing business with people. The Lord say, don't do business like that.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't come together like that. Why do we celebrate Thanksgiving? Like some of y'all now are eager in the next 20 days or so to celebrate that 4th of July. Like, I don't get it. Any opportunity to have fun in black and Hispanic people, they out there throwing fireworks, like, have no idea where the holiday come from.
You got it with God.
But they are going to have a ball. You know what I'm saying? And you know that because of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He taught you that black and Hispanic stores were no good, and we got to go to the stores of our oppressor. And look at it now. We have no stores and no nationality, and we dying in the streets every day. And we normalize pain and depression and oppression. And to relieve ourselves, we celebrate 4th of July. 4th of July, that's what they call it. You know, we celebrate somebody else's independence, obviously not ours. So like, go ahead.
Come. And ye shall make no league with the inhabitants of this land. Ye shall throw down their altars, but ye have not obeyed my voice. Why have ye done this? Wherefore, verse 3, wherefore I also said, I will not drive them out from before you, but they shall be as thorns in your side.
Your oppressor like what today?
As thorns in your side.
It's right here in the Bible. Keep going.
And their gods shall
and what?
and their gods
Good night. Go ahead.
shall be a snare unto you.
Like, can you make this up?
That
If you Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you live in this right now.
right.
You live in this right now. All right, go ahead.
God. And in verse 4, and it came to pass when the angel of the Lord spake these words unto all the children of Israel, that the people lifted up their voice and wept, and they called upon the name of the place, and they called the name of that place Bochim, and they sacrificed there unto the Lord. And when Joshua had let the people go, the children of Israel went every man and his inhabitants to possess the land. Verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
And the people served the Lord all the days of Joshua, and all the days of the elders, and outlived Joshua, who had seen all the great works of the Lord that he did for Israel.
Right, and that's what you got to understand. That's why we were told to, put this in a book so that we can read it. The Lord's smarter than us. A lot of y'all think y'all know y'all life, and you think you know what you're gonna do, and you have no idea that you're gonna be very upset, because the Most High controls all of this whole nation, everything. And when we learn how to respect our Father, right? I even sound Christian, so like it. When we learn how to respect the boss man, you know what I'm saying? Then we get out of this hell that we unfortunately know too well. You know what I'm saying? That's when we leave and we'll see a better side. Like, remember in this time we kind of had our land. The Lord had just kind of gave us land. But even after Joshua died, there were men who were, in power, like I was bringing out earlier. That everybody kind of, these were the men who had instruction, who had wisdom. That goes back into what? Choosing your government. You want to choose another nation to do business, fine. But you will regret it. Like, you will pay for that. You know what I'm saying? Your children will pay for that. You want to be selfish and you don't want to keep the law and think it's okay to kumbaya with everybody. No sweat. The Lord got you. He got you. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's this lifetime or the next, you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? That's what we're reading about right now. Like, the Lord will win at the end of this. The only really sane choice, decision, if you will, is to just obey. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Just obey. You know what I'm saying?
So, if I could, we got a quick precept for you. It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 22. It says, but if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then will I be an enemy unto thine enemies, and an adversary unto thine adversary.
And that's what we want. Like, a lot of y'all dumb groups out there go and get guns and and be doing all this foolishness, talking about we gonna take out the oppressor. He got jets and missiles and nuclear, and you gonna win. Like, you is as stupid as they come. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You dumb.
Right.
You like, the Lord want the glory for this. When we get back in the land, you gonna know, that there is a power amongst Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's what you gonna know for sure. It ain't gonna be no blackity black rule or none of that foolishness. It will be the Most High and only the Most High. You know what I'm saying? If you could, will we read that again for me?
The book of Exodus, chapter 23, verse 22. But if thou shalt indeed obey his voice and do all that I speak, then will I be an enemy unto thine enemy.
Now, first of all, if you a Christian, this verse don't make sense to you.
Right.
If you were following the leaders that I just went over and told you not to follow, this verse will not make sense to you. And the reason why is because you probably befriend somebody that's not in your nation.
Right.
So when you read this, you're like, nah, that ain't in the Bible. That ain't
right.
You don't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? That's why the Lord from the get-go said, be with your own kind. Don't make leagues with them.
Right.
Don't get connected to them. Because they will make you serve other gods.
Right.
Because you want friendship. Because you cool with Matt at the slave. And you gonna say, well, I'm gonna be cool with Matt and not the Most High. You gonna break the laws. You know what I'm saying? This is so important for our survival.
Right.
That our power is the Most High.
That's right.
And he's gonna be an enemy to anybody who's been an enemy to us. That's how this works. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, alliances, right? They go to war with certain nations and they say, well, we got America in our pocket. That's what Ukraine doing right now. Don't mess with us. We're going to go get big brother America. Okay. Well, black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we got something stronger than America. We got the power that created this whole earth.
Right.
You don't want to mess with black and brown people, man. We'll go to our Father and you will not have an answer. That's how you want to live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You don't want to have to go get another nation. We'll just call on our power. And he'll be an enemy to who's ever an enemy to us. Is it more than that? No.
Khan.
Good.
And an adversary unto thine adversaries.
Like, that's how you want to be. You know what I'm saying? We'll go get our power and then talk with him about that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Tell the Lord that you got a problem with the children of Israel. See how they work out. You know what I'm saying? Who we have? We got like 5 more.
Verse 9. So I get verse 8.
Is it Hebrew or no?
Khan Hebrew.
When we get it, we got it.
I can tell you, so I got it. The book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 8 in Hebrew. Wayamath. Yahushai. Bun. Nawan. Ibadah. Yahweh. Bun. Ma'ah. Wa'ashar. Shanayam. Verse 9. Wayakwa Barwa. Our Salakia. Our Awathwa. Bugabawal. Nakalathwa. But the Manath, Karas, Bahar, Aparayam, it's like Aparayam. Matazapawan, Lahar, Gaish, verse 10. Wagum, Call, Hadawar, Hahawa, Nasapwa, Al, Abawathayawa, Wayaquam, Dawar, Akar, Akarayam, Ashar, La'a, Yada Iwa, Ath, Yahweh, Wagum, Ath, Hamasha, Ashar, Aisha, Layasharala, verse 11. Waya Aishawa, Banaya, Yasharala, Harai, Ba'inaya, Yahweh, Waya Ibadawa, Haba Alayam, verse 12. Izabwa, Yahweh, Alahaya, Abu Watham,
12, right? Was that Yahweh, Alahaya, Abu Wathium?
That's what.
Okay.
I'm at the one with the tuzza in it. Hama what tuzza ya.
Yep.
Our thumb.
Wathium.
It's like it. Awathium. Maharataza. Muntazarayam. It's like it. Muntazarayam. Waya Lakwa. So like Waya Lakawa. Akharaya. Alahayim. Akharayam. Malahaya. Ha'amayam. Ashar. Sabaya. But it's like it. Sabayabo Wathayam. That's tough. Sabya Wathium. Wow, that's tough.
This way.
Wayashathakwa wa Lahum. Wayaka Isawa, Yahweh, verse 13. Waya Izabwa, Yahweh. Waya Ibadwa, Laba'al. Wala Aishaf Rawath, verse 14. Wayakar, Ap, Yahweh, Bayasharala, but it's like it. One Wayanat, it's like it. Wayathanum, Bayad, Shasayum, Wayashasawa, Awathum, Wayamakaram, Bayad, Awayab, it's like, say it again, sir. Awayabium, the what? Masabayab, okay, there we go. Wala'a, Yakawa, Iwada, La'imad, Lapanya, Awayab Yawam, Awayab Yahum.
That was 15, man. English real quick. And then,
The book of Judges, chapter 2, verse 8, in the English. And Joshua the son of Nun, the servant of the Lord, died, being 110 years old. And they buried him in the border of his inheritance in Timnath Heres, and the mount of Ephraim, on the north side of the hill Gaash. Verse 10. And also all the generations were gathered unto their fathers, and there arose another generation after them, which knew not the Lord, nor yet the works which he had done for Israel. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served Balaam.
serve who?
Balaam. Verse 12.
No, tell them. Read that again.
God, what God?
It's a lot.
For the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and served Balaam.
Martin Luther King. That's what we serve.
Balaam.
You know what I'm saying? Joe Biden. I'm trying to make it easy for you. It's a lot.
God,
Go ahead.
Good day. Verse 12. And they forsook the Lord their power of their fathers, which brought them up out of the land of Egypt, and followed the other gods of the people that were round about them, and bowed themselves unto them, and provoked the Lord to anger. And they forsook the Lord, and served Baal and Asheroth. And the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he delivered them into the hand of spoilers that spoiled them, and he sold them into the hand of their enemies round about, so that they could not any longer stand before their enemies.
Hey, I mean, if that ain't Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, like, I don't know what else to say. You know what I'm saying? However, with that, we're gonna go ahead and conclude the Florida Sabbath service. I'm gonna say Amaju. At the end, you blow that one. Amaju. And we'll go into, we'll finish with the prayers. Amajim Wahapanya Hakwadam, which means standing face to east.
Are we ready? Go ahead.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim,
Shabbat Shemayim,
Kodash, Hayah, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakwaka, Taba'ah, Ratazayaka, Hayah, Aisha, Baharataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathan Lanawa, Lakam, Cow, Yawam, Wasalak Kawabath Kawabath Wala'ah, Dabayai Banasai Abal, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Wahalakwa, Warthapara, Amen.
Amen. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Will be done on earth.
Will be done on earth.
As it is in heaven.
As it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day.
Our daily bread.
Our daily bread.
Forgive us our debt.
Forgive us our debt.
As we forgive our debtors.
As we forgive our debtors.
And let us be and lead us not into and lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
And deliver us from evil.
But deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
For thine is the kingdom.
And the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it. The prayer for the power of the Hakak in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Bahashem. Yahweh Shah. Baba Kashah. Nathanawa. Hakak. Larapa'ah. Kal Makala. Wakal Marawa. Hakak. Latahar. Hamatazarayim. Hakak. Lahakwayim. Hamathium. Hakak. Arakawath. Hatama'ala. Lagarasham. Bahashem Yahweh. The water Amen.
In the English is Yahweh.
In
the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh.
Please give us the power.
The
power to heal.
All
manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
The power to clean the lepers.
The
power to raise the dead.
The
power against unclean spirits. Cast them out. In the name of Yahweh. Thank you.
So be it. The prayer for the blessing. Barakatah Yahweh. Wa Yahweh Shah. Wa Mayaka Allah. Wa Alahayim. Matazabiyah. Alawap Yahana. Ha Alawapium. Ha Saranyum. Ha Quatazayanyum. Ha Kayayanyum. Wa Aquathium. Yahweh. Bahashem Yahweh. The water Amen.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh. And Yahweh Shah. And Michael. And the angels. Commanding General Yohana. The generals. The captains. The officers. The troopers. And the sisters. Yahweh. In the name of Yahweh Shah. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al-Haharim. Ma'ayan. Yaba'ah. Isaiah. Ma'ain. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Waharataza. Al-Yathan. Lamawat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shamarka. Hanala'ah. Yanawam. Wala'ah. Yayashan. Shawamar. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Yahweh. Tazalka. Al-Yad. Yashamash. Yamyanka. Yawamam. Hashamash. La'ah. Yakak. Wayarak. Balayallah. Yahweh. Yashamarka. Makal Rai. Yashamar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashamar. Taza'afka. Wabawa'athka. Ma'itha. Wa'id. I will love in the English. I will lift up my eyes into the hills. From whence cometh forth my help. My help comes from the Lord,
My help coming from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee
He that keepeth thee
will not slumber.
will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth
he
Israel
that keepeth Israel
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy sun upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee
The Lord shall preserve thee
from all evil.
from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going
The
out
Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming
from
in
this time forth
from this time forth
and even forevermore.
and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Al-Damayah,
Al-Damayam,
Lakah,
look up,
Al-Takarash,
Al-Takarash,
Wa Al-Tashakwat,
Al-Ashakwat,
Al,
Al,
Kayahana,
Kayahna,
Awabyaka.
Awabika,
It's like Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawam,
It's like Wama
Womashanayaka,
Shanayaka,
Womashanayaka,
Nayashawa,
Nasha'awa,
Ra'ash,
Ra'ash,
Al-Amaka,
Al-Aimaka,
Ya'arayamwa,
Yariyamwa,
Sawada.
Sawad,
It's like Sawad. It's like
Waya,
Wayatayaitazawa,
Wayatawa, Aitazawa,
Altazapawanyaka,
Altazapawanika,
Amarawa,
Amara,
Lakawa,
Lakawa,
Wanakakyadam,
Wanakakya,
Magawa,
Magoya,
Wala'a,
Wala'a,
it's like Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasha'ala,
Shem Yasha'ala,
Awada,
Awad,
it's like Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa'itazawa,
Nawa Aitazawa,
La,
La,
Yakadwa,
Yakadawa,
Alyaka,
Alyaka,
Baryath,
Baryath,
Yakarath.
Yakarathwa.
It's like Yakarathwa.
What's that?
It's like
Ahoy.
Ahoya,
Ahoy.
Adawam,
Adawam.
Wayashamai Alayam,
Wa Yashama Allah.
Mawa'aba,
Mawa Abba.
Wahagariam,
Wahagarian.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wa'amawan,
Wa Aimalan.
Wa'amalak,
Wa Amalak.
Palashat,
Palashath.
Am Yashabia,
Am Yashabi.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Gum Ashawar,
Gamashua.
Nalawa,
Nalawa.
Amam,
I'm.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Zarawai,
Zerawai.
Labunya,
Labunya.
Lawat,
Lawat.
Salah,
Salah.
Aisha,
Aisha.
Lahum,
Lahum.
it's like Kamadian,
Kamadian.
Kas
Yashara.
Kasa Yashara, Kasa Yashara,
Kasa Yashara.
Kayabian,
Kayabi.
Banakal,
Banakal.
Kwayashawan,
Kwaiwashawan.
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa.
Bayan,
By Ayun.
Dara,
Dara.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Daman,
Dama.
La Dama,
La Adama.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Nadayab,
Nadayabmawa.
Nadayabmawa, Kaira,
Kayara.
Wakazabak,
Wakaza Abba.
Wakazabak,
Waka Zabak.
Wakazalmanai,
Waka Tazamanai.
Call Nasir Kamwa,
Karnas Dikamu.
Ashar,
Ashar.
Amarwa,
Amara.
Nayarashah,
Nayarashah.
Lanawa,
Lanawa.
Ath,
Ath.
Na'awath,
Na'awath.
Alahayam,
Alahayim.
Alahaya,
Alohaya.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Kagagala,
Kagalka.
Kakwash,
Kosh.
Lapanya,
Lapanya.
Rawaka,
Raka.
Ka'ash.
Ka'ash.
It's like Taba'ira, it's like Taba'ira,
Taba'ira.
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira.
Wakalahaba,
Wakalaba.
Thalahat,
Dalahat.
Harayam,
Hariyam.
Khan,
Kana.
Tharadatma,
Daradama.
Basairika,
Basa Ira.
Wabasarapatka,
Wabasawapathka.
Dabahalam,
Dabahalum.
Mala'a,
Mala'a.
Panyaham,
Panyam.
Kualawan,
Kwalawan.
Wayabakwashwa,
Waya Abashwa.
Shemka,
Shamka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Waya Abashwa,
Waya Abashwa.
Waya Bahoya,
Waya Bahawa.
Aya,
Ayai.
Waya Kaparwa,
Waya Kaparwa.
Waya Abadwa,
Waya Abadwa.
Waya Da'aiwa,
Waya the Iwa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Atha,
Asa.
Shemka,
Shamka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Labadka,
Labadka.
Al Yawan,
Al Yawam.
Al,
Al.
Kal,
Cow.
Ha'arataza.
That's what you know. In Psalms 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God,
Keep not thy silence, O God,
and hold not thy peace,
and hold not thy peace,
and be not still, O God.
and be not still, O God.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
thine enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more remembered.
may be no more
For
remembrance.
they have consulted together
For they have consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and
the
Amalek, the
Philistines,
Philistines,
inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur is also joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
Salah.
Salah.
Do unto them
Do unto them
as unto the Midianites,
as unto the
as
Midianites,
to Sisera,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
of Kisan,
at the brook of Kisan,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make them like a rib,
Make the nobles like a red,
and like Zaeb.
and like Zeeb.
Yea,
Yea,
all their prince,
all their princes,
as Zabah,
as Zabah,
and as Zamunah,
as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of God
the house of
in
God
possession.
in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stumble before the wind,
as the stubble before the wind,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy
and
tempest,
make them
and
afraid
make them afraid
with thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces,
Fill their faces
with shame. that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
that they may seek thy name, O Lord.
Let them be confounded
May let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou whose name alone
that thou whose name alone
is Yahweh,
is Yahweh,
art the most high
art the most high
of all the earth.
of all the earth.
All right, with that we say Shalom, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatah, Yahweh Shemalta Bashim Yahushua. That's going to conclude the Isupk Florida Sabbath service. Shalom.
ISIS called said that the camp